Hi, good morning, or is it good afternoon, or is it good evening, wherever you're watching around the world. From your host, your guy himself, DLG Reppin. This is the final day of the Premier League season, and we got some interesting fixtures today. Well, you got Manchester United versus Manchester United away to Leicester City, Arsenal versus Watford, and West Ham United versus Aston Villa. What a dramatic day is going to be. For me, I think we should talk about the Leicester City Manchester United game. That's going to be a tense game. Should be a terrific game, one for the memory. Behind closed doors, and it's a win case for Leicester City. They have to go out there and beat Manchester United. That's all they have to do. It's easier said than done because Manchester United have been phenomenal of recently, even though of recent they've not won in the last two games. Did a defeat to Chelsea and a disappointing draw to West Ham. And I thought they were quite fortunate against West Ham in some senses because I thought West Ham had enough chances to possibly win the game. But they got a point that they deserve, and that's the end of it, really. Man United in that second half, despite the Mason Greenwood goal, there was nothing to Man United from an offensive point of view. And that's strange because they have scored 3s and 4s and 5s, blown some teams away, and they are looking terrifically prepared for next season if they get the right signings in. Leicester City, again, they have done exceptionally well, and like Man United at the business end of this season, they have dropped points, and they've played without a lot of confidence, if I can say that, and I think it shows in the games that they've lost. And all right, they got a victory against Sheffield United, but even so, it hasn't been the best of restarts for Leicester City. Score in that game, Man United, Leicester City fans, you can predict the score because I don't do score predictions. So it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. Well, looking at other fixtures, Arsenal, my beloved Arsenal, we're at home to West Ham. No London derby. Well, it's close to a London derby, but they're still they're still touching Hertfordshire, although they're looked at as a London team. For me, I would rest the bulk of the first team players who are guaranteed to start the Wembley showpiece next Saturday, or technically this Saturday coming, and I would go with my 4-3-3 and the players that I mentioned in my starting 11 in my matchday preview. That is, and I'll keep the bench the same as it is. If you remember my bench, then leave it in my comment section below. Watford, on the other hand, they're going to be going for it, But we don't know how confident or nervous Watford will be. I don't know how confident or nervous Watford would be, but what I know is for sure they're going to know that they have to beat Arsenal to survive, to have a chance of surviving, and pray elsewhere that West Ham have done them a favour. But it is not a day for favours. I think Mikel Arteta's made it clear, from our point of view, that he does not intend to do any favours at all. He intends to put a team out to perform and make sure the players understand that they're performing for their cup final places. And I've picked the likes of the Socrates, Holding, Saka, Willock. These are the players. Torreira himself. These are the players. And you know what? I should have gone for Matt Macy. In fact, I will replace Macy with Martinez. Martinez can sit on the bench. He's been brilliant anyway. So Macy goes in goal, and I've said that they need to perform to their capabilities of being picked for the cup final showpiece and give Arteta a big decision to make, and big decisions it is. And Watford, well, Troy Deeney, he's a good friend of DT, but he's no good friend of mine. And I don't mean that in a malicious way. I mean, most Arsenal fans will remember the comment that we lack cojones. And to be fair, at the time, he was right, but I don't think he should have gone about it, saying it publicly. You know, I think that's something he should have possibly kept to himself or with his teammates, you know, not make it publicly. And I would call this I'll nickname this, should I say, the Cojones Derby. Because that's what it is, the Cojones Derby. So, score prediction of that game. Arsenal, Watford fans, you leave the score prediction in my comment section below. And I'll have a read. But I won't predict a score. I believe that we will not lose the game. And that's as far as I'll go. I don't know if we're going to win this game because we don't know what Watford are going to turn up. Well, we sort of have a rough idea what Watford are going to turn up. And it's going to be a Watford that will give a valuable effort. And they're going to play at a tempo where they want to get in our faces and rough us up. And I can understand that because they are fighting for their Premier League survival. And I reckon they would have been the ones in confident mood if they did not sack Nigel Pearson with 2 games to go. It's a completely ridiculous decision from Watford's part. Why sack him? Why would you sack him? Sorry about that. I got a little bit distraction. I got a little bit distracted there. I mean, it was a terrible decision. Yes, he may or may not have had punch-ups with his players, but there was a way around it, you know. You could have sacked him at the end of this season. I would have understood. But not in the middle of battle or within 2 games to go. Yeah. For me, it could cost Watford today, you know. It could really cost Watford, but it depends on how Arsenal want to perform. I think for the fans watching, for the millions of Arsenal fans watching, they would want to put in a better performance than they did against Aston Villa. And I'm going to come on to Aston Villa right now because they've got a massive say as well in this, but they've got to go away to West Ham and get a victory. And I don't think they've done that since they beat West Ham 4-1 in the Premier League match in the 95-96 season. The Milosevic, the Mark Draper, Dwight York. Yeah. They had a team. Paul McGrath was still playing, you know, at the back for them. Imagine that. And Mark Bosnich was in goal. So I don't expect them to actually go there and get a 4-1 win. But they will do whatever it takes for them to get a result. And I think they're going to go for the win. Excuse me. I honestly think they're going to go for the win. But again, I'm not going to predict the score. I'll leave that to the West Ham and Aston Villa fans. That game will be played at a higher intensity. I expect some goals in that game. You know, I expect goals in all the games, you know, in the Premier League. It's the last day solution. And I can't even tell you who would go down, but I think Bournemouth are in trouble. I think today Bournemouth will go down. And I'm sad to see Bournemouth go down because I've got massive admiration and respect for Eddie Howe. I've got massive respect for the way Eddie Howe has... how can I say this? Yeah, I respect the way Eddie Howe has got them playing a style of football that is pleasing on the eye. You know, the way he has drilled them. Defensively, they've always leaked goals, and I just don't know if Watford will get the 3 points, regardless who they're playing today. Can have a look at the fixtures here. Just bear with me. I'm going to have a look at all the fixtures here. And I'm not predicting no scores, because I don't strictly predict no scores, and I mean that religiously. Yeah, and I respect Eddie Howe's philosophy on how the game is being played and the way he gets the boys knocking the ball about, because there is a philosophy that suits the team, and it's a shame that they'll be going down. And we go to today's matches. Just bear with me. We'll be there in a minute or two. This thing hurries up. And there we go. Wrong place. Here we go. Yeah, we got Arsenal v Watford, Burnley v Brighton, Chelsea v Wolves. Now, that's a fixture that could put Chelsea into the Champions League. They got home advantage, obviously no fans, but I don't know if I would expect Chelsea to win, because Wolves are a very, very good team. They're an excellent side on their day. Crystal Palace v Tottenham. You got Everton v Bournemouth. You got Leicester City v Manchester United. Manchester City v Norwich is a meaningless game, which I think Norwich will find themselves conceding, picking up the ball out of the net 5-6 times. Newcastle v Liverpool is irrelevant. Liverpool are the champions. They've lifted the trophy over their heads for the first time in 30 years. Congratulations to Liverpool. Southampton, Sheffield United. I think Sheffield United have got hope of Europe. And West Ham United v Aston Villa, the game I was been talking about. Now, Aston Villa, they're going to have to go for it today. You know, their performance against Arsenal was magnificent. They defended well. Thought Kenza and Tyrone Mings were rock solid against Arsenal. And the only time their defence was breached was from a corner, and Eddie Nketiah hitting the post from a header. All Villa fans' hearts were in their mouths, even the management to the board. But you know what? They got over the line. They got the 3 points, and they fully deserved it. That wasn't a complete tremendous performance by them on the night. Arsenal, in Arsenal, the consistency is completely rubbish. You know, it's all 4 o'clock kickoffs, and there you go. Everton, I think the Everton I know, they'll turn up today, and I think they'll relegate Bournemouth. It is football, you know. It is football. Bournemouth are going to have to go there and put in an incredible performance. And even if they go and get the win, I just don't know how. Villa and Watford are away, and so are Bournemouth, and potentially we could be looking at 2 or 3 away defeats for Watford, Bournemouth, and Villa. Or if Villa get a draw, even that will, and Watford, depending on what Watford do at the Emirates, I think it'll be Bournemouth and Watford to go down. That's my relegation predictions. If you've got a prediction of who's staying up and who's going down, leave it in the comment section below. And the top 4, the race for the top 4 between Chelsea, Leicester, Man United. If you got your prediction of the top 4 in whatever order, again, leave it in the comment section below. And for me, like I said yesterday, as a polite reminder, it's my birthday tomorrow, yeah? I was born in 1981. And if you want to find out how old I am, drop it in the comment section below. But here's a clue. I was born in 1981. All right, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with me. I'll be back this afternoon with team news, and enjoy the Premier League, for you football fans, yeah, enjoy the Premier League end of season. Enjoy the Premier League last game of the season, should I say, and enjoy pre-season as well. I'll be back with some transfer gossip of my own because, that will be after the cup final. I plan to do some transfer gossip. Straight after the cup final, there'll be some transfer gossip talk, and I'll be planning something of my own. So watch out for that. That's straight after the FA Cup final, yeah? Been good to talk to you guys. And bring back the football season that starts on September the 12th. I can't wait to find out who we get the first game of the season. Well, maybe I can wait. And like I said, if Arsenal are in Europe or not, well, if I'm being realistically honest, Arsenal without European football could be the blessing in disguise. We have time to, I think Arteta will have the time to analyse these players and find out who's good enough to play for Arsenal and who's not. You know? But at the same time, he needs the backing from the owner. And we don't want to go through that anyway. Right, guys. To the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, again, I'm gone. I'm going to wrap this up. Peace, love, and bless. And I'll see you guys this afternoon. Yeah? Or I'll be back this afternoon, should I say. Enjoy.